Chat. What up, chat? I'm live from my bedroom for the one time, chat. Couldn't go downstairs today. I got some shit going on downstairs, little painting. You know, the vibes ain't looking kind of rough. I'm gonna wait for people to get in here. It's a bedroom stream. Bedroom stream. Bo is downstairs. I'll wait till people get in here so I can let everybody know what's going on. No bullshit. No bullshit. Talk to me, chat. Whenever y'all get in here, talk to me. Talk to me, chat. Talk to me. Yeah, nah. This ain't gonna be much a long live, but shit gotta get done. Wait for everybody to get in here, chat. I got one person watching. Let's see, it's 12:46. So in like 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, I'm gonna start. If people get in here, I'm gonna start a lot sooner. I will start a lot sooner. All right, word. Feels good going live right in front of my high school senior pick. You feel me? Bedroom stream. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm about to get to it. Welcome to another edition of What the Hell is Happening in Sports. It's your boy, the one and only NERO. Yes, sir. Ski. I'm back. Shout out to the bedroom. We're doing a bedroom stream. Spam bedroom stream. Spam bedroom stream. We live and we in here. Can't go downstairs right now to do my thing, you know, where my usual setup. I'm doing some painting downstairs, so it'll look a little different. It'll look a little different when the job is finished. So I'm stuck up here for now. Bo is downstairs. He's cooling. I've been checking up on him. He's cooling. But, you know, ain't nobody going to hurt him if they ain't coming in the house. You feel me? So, yeah. With that being said, yeah, this is the room. This is the room right here. I have been live in my room before in the past. Maybe y'all remember, maybe y'all don't, which is fine. But I got a pick behind me from my senior year playing football. I got, you know, Patriots, some trophies. I even got a picture of the big three right up there. Yeah, right about, if y'all can see my hand, right. Bingo, right there. Type shit. But yeah, this is it. This is it for right now. I'm also watching some college football as we speak, so camera's on me. I got Central Michigan and San Jose State on my screen right now. Obviously muted. Can't interrupt the live. No bullshit. But yeah, with that being said, we're going to get into some Red Sox talk per usual. Yeah, kind of a disappointing night. It was disappointing, but there was a lot of promise in tonight's game. A lot of promise. So, we'll get to that. And we'll get to some scores for some college football tonight. There was a couple of upset. Well, there was one upset and one team that, you know, everybody, you hear them in the news, you know, because this right here, you know, a team like that, you know, that team didn't fare so well tonight. So we're going to get to all the scores and kind of talk about them too. But yeah, with that being said, chat, let's get it started. Word. Appreciate you tuning in, by the way. Love you. Oh, my fault. Love you. I'm bugging right now. I'm bugging, bro. Yeah, let's see. Word. Obviously, Sox lost 4-2 last night because it's now Saturday. Lost 4-2 last night. Brutal. Kind of brutal. Paul Skenes did take the win. He is now 9-9 with a 2.05 ERA. Greg Weissert ended up taking the loss. He's now 6-5 with a 3.04 ERA. And then Dennis Santana picked up his 11th save on the year. He does have a 2.33 ERA. Word. Real quick before I get into the stats, obviously the Sox are going to start first because they lost. But I will say the bullpen, gave it up, but it was tough. A team like the Pirates have no business winning in Fenway. Even if they have Paul Skenes on the mound, have no business winning in Fenway. That's all I got to say about that. We got to start with the Sox first, chat. So, the star of the night was Roman Anthony. He actually cranked a homer off of Paul Skenes. He did. A 99-mile-an-hour pitch. Cranked it right off of him to right field. That was great. He finished with 2 hits on the night as well. Roman Gonzalez had 3 hits on the night. Good night for him behind at the plate. Jarren Duran, Masataka Yoshida also added hits. Well, Cedar Rafaela, batting in the 8th spot, added 2 hits as well. So he's starting to pick it back up going into September. When it comes to the pitchers, what a debut. What a debut for Payton Tolle. Payton Tolle, right now, he's the prized possession of the Sox right now. He, as me and Amari talked about, obviously early Friday morning. Payton Tolle obviously was going to bring some excitement into his start. He showed what he can bring to the Red Sox in the minor leagues. He pitched in high A to start off the year. Then he moved up to double A. Moved up to triple A. Only had 3 starts in triple A. And now he is a big leaguer. This guy was a real deal. He was a real deal. I was so impressed. I will show, once I get done with the recap, I will show y'all. If y'all didn't see, can't really play the video, but I'll show you how he looked in his uni. He went 5 1/3, gave up 3 hits. He did walk a couple guys. Did strike out 8 guys. 8 guys could not handle Payton Tolle. 8 guys couldn't handle Payton Tolle. He did end up giving up 2 earned runs, but it wasn't completely his fault. It wasn't, but they are on him. Going into the 5th inning, he only allowed 1 hit. He gave up 2 hits in the 6th inning. He did pitch into the 6th, obviously. He gave up 2 hits. Those runs ended up scoring. The reason was Greg Weissert came after him, and he did not fare too well. He obviously blew his 8th save of the year. He did go 2/3 of an inning, so he finished off the 6th inning. Gave up two hits. Both those runs scored, but an additional 3rd run scored. So he did 3 runs came in when he did come in the game. He did also add a strikeout. Justin Slayton, his first appearance back from injury in a few months. He went an inning, gave up 2 hits. He did walk a guy, but he also struck out 1 guy. Jordan Hicks came in the 8th inning. Only pitched a 1/3 of an inning because that's what Jordan Hicks does. He gave up 2 hits. A run did score. Hasn't been, Jordan Hicks has been doing too great. Justin Wilson came in to relieve him in the 8th inning. He pitched 2/3 of an inning, did have a strikeout. Brendan Bernardino came in in the 9th. He pitched the inning, gave up a hit, and did also give up a walk. Yeah, that's all I got to say about them. The bullpen had a tough night. So, yeah, and the bats also kind of had a tough night too. Even though they had 9 hits, only mustered 2 runs. So it's not going to help you either. As for the Pittsburgh Pirates, they had 10 hits on the night. Andrew McCutchen, the elder Andrew McCutchen, I should say now, did have 3 hits on the night along with an RBI. Old friend Tommy Pham had a hit and 2 RBIs as well. Nick Gonzalez, the former Boston Red Sox, did have 2 hits. Triolo, Brian Reynolds, and Horwitz and O'Neal Cruz also added hits as well for the Pirates. Now, their pitching staff, or their pitchers, I should say. Paul Skenes did well in his first appearance at Fenway. He did well. But the Red Sox could have got to him. Could have got to him more, I should say. Skenes went 6, gave up 7 hits, did walk 1, struck out 6. Obviously gave up the home run to Roman Anthony. 2 runs came in during his time on the mound. 1 was earned. 1 did come in off an error from Isaiah Kiner-Falefa early on in the game. And which actually, I believe, it was when Roman Anthony hit the home run. Before that, Kiner-Falefa did make an error. So, yeah. Moretta came in after Skenes, pitched the inning, gave up a hit, got 3 outs. Matson, who's been one of their best, arguably their best, if not their best reliever this year, has pitched the inning, gave up a hit, and did strike out 1. And then Dennis Santana, their new closer, who has stepped up into the closer role, pitched the inning, did walk a guy, but did strike out 2 guys as well. So there you go right there. I will say, Paul Skenes, he did well. The Red Sox, like I said, should have got to him when they had the chance. They did have opportunities to get to him. They did. But with the type of talent he is, he was able to mow him down. And, hey, the only way the Pirates have been really winning games lately has been through Paul Skenes when he starts. So, yeah, he did well for his debut at Fenway Park. Overall, him and Tolle put on a show. They did pull on a show. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Tomorrow, it'll be. Give me 1 second, chat. Actually, I can do it on here. Chat. I can do it on here. So tomorrow, it will be. Let me just make sure y'all still looking. All right, word. It'll be John Oviedo going for the Pirates. He's 1-0 with a 3.60 ERA. He does have 14 strikeouts. He just came back from injury. He just came back from Tommy John a couple weeks ago. He's going to take on Dustin May. It will start for the Sox tomorrow. He is 7-10 with a 4.79 ERA with 117 strikeouts on the year. Hopefully, this is a back. I should say. Hopefully, Dustin May could try to back to. I'm trying to get the word out right. He could. He will try to bounce back. Couldn't get that out. He'll try to bounce back tomorrow. Had a tough start at Yankee Stadium Sunday night. So, yeah, he'll try to bounce back. We'll see what happens. Sox need a win. They do need to win. Tomorrow. Real quick, chat. Real quick, I'm gonna show you how Payton Tolle kind of looked real quick. I'm gonna play this right now, and I can't obviously play too much. Actually, I think let me see before I share the screen. Oh, word. Okay, word. I can dig it. All right, bet. So this right here, chat, is straight from Instagram. Payton Tolle for y'all, rocking number 70. Number 70. The Piglet has made it to Fenway Park. Yep, so he's a behemoth of a man. He's 6'5", 250 or 260. 6'5", 260. Yeah. Payton Tolle. Payton Tolle. My fault, Chad. That's my alarm. Yes, sir. No, he looked great in that in the Wally in the Green Monster uniform. No bullshit. He did. He really did. And that was his first career strikeout, chat. Play it one more time for y'all. Yeah, chat. Yeah. I tell you, I'm not at, and by the way, chat, I'm ecstatic he's up because he did his thing. It's just, man, it would have been so great for them to win. It would have been so great for them to win. No cap, chat. No cap. No cap. But there's always tomorrow. Always some afternoon, Saturday. Well, actually, excuse me, later on today. It's Saturday already. Always some good afternoon baseball. Saturday afternoon baseball, I should say, to be played. It should be good. Sox got to get back on top. I know they'll be wearing their Boston Marathon jerseys. Dustin May gotta turn up. Dustin May in the offense has to turn up. But yeah, chat. So that's that for the Sox. Real quick, again, we're probably only going to go for about a half hour, and so we got about 12 minutes left. Making it quick. Making this real quick, because it's late. It's Friday. Excuse me. It's Saturday. Still feels like Friday. Still feels like Friday. Alrighty. Word, chat. Word. Actually, you know what? Real quick, let me. All right, word. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. Keep it right there. All right, chat. So currently, because I have this game on TV right now. Currently, San Jose State is leading Central Michigan 14-13. But other scores from tonight in week 1 of college football, official week 1 of college football. Illinois takes down FCS school Western Illinois 52-3. That wasn't much of a game. The upset of the night, and possibly the upset of one of the upsets of the season. Truthfully, Tarleton State takes down Army, who had a great year last year and won the American Conference in their first year in the American. They Tarleton won 30-27 off of a last-second field goal in overtime. 30-27 upset. Yeah. Yes, sir, indeed. Tarleton State is now 2-0 on the year. They what's the word? They stomped on Portland State last week. 35 or this past Saturday, 35-0. I watched some of that. Tarleton State in the FCS should contend for a FCS national championship this year. They should, and I believe they're ranked 8th in the nation in the FCS. By the way, not FBS. Wake Forest takes down Kennesaw State 10-9. Wow. Wake Forest could only manage 10 points off Kennesaw State. That's kind of fifi. No cap. But must have rained. There must have been some, limitations in that game. But yeah, interesting. Appalachian State takes down Charlotte 34-11. Appalachian State is in the Sun Belt. Charlotte is in the American Conference. So I'm not going to say that's much of an upset, but Appalachian State did upset Michigan back in the day. So I don't know. They're primed for some good things to happen to them. Kansas takes down Wagner 46-7. Not much of a game. Wagner's FCS school. Auburn takes down Baylor 38-24. They went on the road and took them out. Just like Appalachian State. Appalachian State went on the road. And Charleston State was on the road. Georgia goes into Colorado. They defeated them 27-20 at Folsom Field. This one I did watch. Haynes King, Georgia Tech's quarterback, almost over 150 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. He was one of the he was one of the difference makers. You know, I really like he was one of he played well, did it all with his legs. I tell you, there were ample times that Colorado could have really ran away with it, but mistakes hurt them. And no turnover mistakes, but balls being thrown over guys, sacks, misplays, you know, things like that. But Deion Sanders, Colorado Buffaloes start 0-1 so that's the first time in his tenure that he started 0-1 with Colorado. Florida International, hey, not much of a game. They beat Bethune-Cookman 42-9. Yeah, looks like that's all for tonight. Let me just make sure. Chat. Yeah, let's see. We got the games for tomorrow. Okay, that was last week. All right, word. Yeah, so make sure. Yeah, okay, word. Yep. All right, bet. With that being said, chat, again, I mentioned my last live. Boston College hosts Fordham tomorrow. You can catch that on the ACC network at 2 o'clock. Big games of the night or big games of the day. 12 o'clock slate. Texas travels to Ohio State to the Horseshoe. They take number 1 Texas visits Ohio State 12 o'clock on Fox. Syracuse visits number 24 Tennessee. That's at 12. That starts at noon as well. That's on ABC. Mississippi State travels to Southern Miss. It's also a noon game on ESPN. Florida Atlantic takes on Maryland. Ball State, Purdue, Northwestern, Tulane, Duquesne, Pittsburgh. Okay, a bunch of games. Central Connecticut takes on UConn at 2 o'clock. So there's a New England game for you. South Dakota versus Iowa, 3:30 on Fox. Temple takes on Massachusetts at 3 o'clock. Holy Cross takes on Northern Illinois at Northern Illinois. Montana State, they went to the FCS championship game last season. They take on Oregon. That's at 4 o'clock. It's on the Big Ten Network. Maine travels to Liberty. That's a 4 o'clock game. You can catch that on ESPN Plus. Let's see. LSU and Clemson, 7:30 start on ABC. Missouri State, USC, 7:30 start on the Big Ten Network. But let me see if I see anything else. East Texas A&M travels to SMU. That's a 9 o'clock start on the ACC Network. Just for kind of the big games. Utah and UCLA, 11 o'clock start on Fox. 11 o'clock p.m. start on Fox. Colorado State also takes on Washington at 11 o'clock on the Big Ten Network. California and Oregon State, 10:30 start on ESPN. Idaho and Ohio and Washington State, 10 o'clock start on the CW Network. Northern Arizona takes on number 11 Arizona State at Arizona State. That's a 10 o'clock start. That's going to be on ESPN Plus, though. Bryan and New Mexico State, 9 o'clock start on ESPN Plus. But arguably one of the bigger games of the day for sure, even though I mentioned a good amount. is going to be Alabama traveling to Florida State. That's a 3:30 start on ABC. Talked about it a little bit earlier. Well, not earlier. Yesterday, I should say. Yeah, this is a big game. Big game for both teams for sure. Florida State, Thomas Castellanos is starting quarterback. Got to put his money where his mouth is. He was talking a lot of shit. So let's see what happens. Hopefully Florida can, with him at the helm, can turn their season around. He did well at BC in his 2 years, but obviously his second year didn't fare too well. It wasn't bad in all movies. It wasn't that bad, but he didn't fit in the offense. He quit the team mid-year and transferred. Obviously now he's Florida State starting quarterback. So yeah, let's see what he does. Alabama, it's Florida State's going to be tested by Alabama, but Alabama's going to come after him after what Castellanos, all that shit talking. Yeah, he doesn't. I don't know I don't think he's prepared for what's going to happen, but hey, he made his choices, Chad. He made his choices, but definitely a big day of college football tomorrow, and really this whole weekend. It's Labor Day weekend, so there's going to be some big games. With that being said, chat, this was a quick live. Quick live, so I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to talk about more of the college football slate as the days come. I'm not going to be live tomorrow, later on today, I should say. It's Saturday, so I'm not going to be on later on tonight. Do have some stuff to do. I'm going to enjoy myself a little bit. Shout out to my boy Miles. It's his birthday. I'm going to I'm going to be there to celebrate his birthday with him. Going to get lit. So I got that on my schedule. Sunday, I will be live again Sunday. Definitely going to recap the Red Sox series against the Pirates. Definitely going to go live after the game. Talk about that. Talk about BC's game against Fordham. Going to also talk about a lot of the other games that went on in college football. A lot of the more interesting ones. What else? Oh, and Sunday I am also doing 2 fantasy drafts. I'm going to have my fantasy team set up. So I will show you guys what my teams are. With that being said, hey, I'm off this for tonight. I will be back Sunday. This has been another edition of What the Hell's Happening in Sports. It's your boy, the one and only NERO. This is a bedroom stream. Hey, can't get any better. I'm going to finish watching this Central Michigan San Jose State game, and then I'm off to bed. But I hope y'all have a good night. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Appreciate the support as always. I love y'all. I really do. Peace.